Part 6.
Huzaifa and Haniya are now in their teenage years.
As they grew, their school changed, the people around them changed, and they developed personalities based on their parents' fascinations and fears. 8 years have passed, and you are unaware of the current situation in their lives, which remains toxic. Their father has chosen not to change, while their mother has opted to remain silent, believing she is sacrificing for the sake of her children's future. Due to limited resources and societal pressure, she is hesitant to take action, fearing judgment from others regarding herself and her children if she were to seek a divorce. To sum up, each of their personalities showcases distinctive traits.
Some of their personality traits: poor self-esteem and lack of compassion towards others, difficulty handling authoritative figures, high sensitivity towards personal criticism and quick to respond with anger, a constant need for validation from others, unconsciously seek similar dysfunctional relationships, lack of responsibility to handle their problems, guilt to show compassion to oneself, feeling helpless and hopeless, irrational fear of being abandoned or rejected leads to dependency, lack of trust and boundaries. Let's continue our story. Their trip to a park.
I have told you numerous times that I don't like this.
Children, it's time to head home. Your dad has to go somewhere.
Why is he holding his child in that manner?
It must have felt good. Our dad never did that.
Were you not paying attention? Why were you staring at those people like that? Haven't you seen a kid on a shoulder before?
I don't understand why he humiliate his kids in front of everyone.
So bad, he is embarrassing his child in public.
I will talk to you once I reach home. Instead of calling them, you were staring at my face.
I'm so sorry. I'll be more careful next time. Please don't get upset now.
Oh no, Huzaifa, I'm scared. Dad will fight with Mom again, just because of us.
That's why I prefer not to go out with you all. It would have been better if I hadn't spent my time with you.
Why am I feeling so weak? Why am I not taking any action against him?
Are you deaf?
Perhaps I should wait a bit longer. Once they mature, I will move on from this person.
Am I making a mistake by using drugs? It's the only time when my mind goes blank and I don't have to think about anything.
I will leave this house. He will never change.
I am here, waiting behind the school in the wooded area. You mentioned having the drugs with you. No need to concern yourself about the payment. I have that covered. I took it from my father's wallet.
I would like to be friends with her.
However, she seems so strange, never making eye contact or engaging in conversation much.
I'm not planning on spending my entire life with her.
You are quite smart.
Where are you planning to go? Do you have a destination in mind?
I don't know how, but I just want to run away from that house.
Home should be a place of comfort, safety, and unconditional love. Home is where children learn, grow, and develop their identities. Ideally, it is where they should feel supported and nurtured by their families. Unfortunately, for many children, home is anything but the perfect place. Within the confines of white picket fences, trouble lurks. Likewise, this toxic environment can make even the most beautiful home feel like a prison. And when home feels so unsafe and so miserable, children are susceptible to adverse childhood experiences that can impact them for the rest of their lives. In toxic homes, boundaries tend to be either non-existent or wildly inconsistent. The child does not know what mood the parent will be in that day. One day, a rule will apply. The next, it won't. Sometimes, the child is permitted to run the show and make his or her own guidelines. As these children grow, they often struggle with rebelling against authority. They don't know who or how to trust others. Hungry for guidance, they are desperate to cling onto something, even if that something is just as toxic.
In a toxic environment, one or both parents may be rigid with their children. They have set ideas of what the child will and will not do. They may criticize, stunt, laugh, or downright refuse the child from pursuing certain interests. If the child does pursue interests outside the rigid rules, parents may react with hostility and threats. This rigidity can be detrimental to identity formation. Children can experience an immense sense of shame and low self-esteem. The child may grow up trying to please the parent. Likewise, he or she may struggle to distinguish individual needs from the needs of others. Children in these households often grow up feeling neglected and unloved. They may be desperate for approval for others. With this sense of emptiness, they may spend their adult lives seeking for this love in other people or things.